It's Chris Smith time. Oh, hello, everybody. It's me, Chris Smith. And guess who I'm here with? He's- he pulled away. I'm here with Blackie Humphrey, Hector Angel Shadow Rascal, Godfrey Gladstone the Third. Blackie, say hello to the people. They love you so much. And guess what we're here to do today? We are here to review Clue live on stage. You know, the Philadelphia Inquirer says fast, furious, and funny. And I recently saw this. Well, I saw it in August with Marco and Michelle. I got tickets for us all for their birthday. And we were at the Amundsen Theater. Guess who I saw while I was there? My friend Heidi Muckamal. Isn't that amazing? And she was there with her good theater friends, and we used to all go to the theater at the Amundsen and have season tickets. Now I don't have season tickets. I just go a la carte. I don't mind. Now, Clue live on stage is based on, and I just found this out. The game is also called Cluedo, but Clue in North America. Isn't that amazing? But yes, so it's the board game Clue. You know, with your people that you always have played your Clue with, your Mr. Professor, is it Mr. Green and Professor Plum and Mrs. White and Miss Scarlet and what's that other guy's name? Colonel Mustard. And now I don't remember the other lady. Oh, wouldn't it be terrible if I were your phone a friend on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Do they still play that? Does Regis Philbin still host that? And the question would be, what's that other lady's name? Mrs. Peacock, thank you. See, I might get it in time or I might not. Now, so it's based on Clue, and it's also based on the movie Clue, which was what, 1985, I think, with Madeline Kahn and Tim Curry and all of them. Oh, great cast, great cast. Eileen Brennan, everybody. But yes, so we saw this at the beautiful Amundsen Theater in downtown Los Angeles, and it's currently on a North American tour. And what's marvelous about Clue is it's very popular. The crowd went wild for it. What's marvelous about it, it's one act. They'll get you in and out in about 90 minutes, 95 minutes, something like that. It's fast and furious, just as that thing says fast, furious, and funny. And it certainly is. Here's some pictures. The set was very cool because it's just like you remember in the movie, like the big hallway, the entryway of that mansion, the Body Mansion, Boddy, and everybody's there to have this dinner, and they're all being blackmailed by somebody, maybe Mr. Body, and then of course there's a murder. There's multiple murders in it, but the set looks just like that entryway, and then when they do the rooms, other little walls come in or lower or whatever, roll on, and they're in that room then. So they use that big space to not only run around in the big entryway, but then it becomes the rooms. So it was very clever the way it was done. It's based on the screenplay for the movie by Jonathan Lynn, and this is written by Sandy Rustin. Additional material by Hunter Foster and Eric Price. And it's based on the Paramount Pictures motion picture and based on the Hasbro board game Clue. Now, what I was surprised and delighted about when I was doing my research, and by research I mean very little, You've seen my videos, you know. But the board game came out in 1949. So it's 75 years old. Isn't that incredible? You can have 3 to 6 players, or 2 to 6 players. Editions vary. Setup time is 5 minutes for the game, and it takes 10 to 60 minutes. And you have the dice and the different little pieces of the murder weapons, like the rope and the candlestick, all that stuff. And of course, those weapons come into play in this version, just as all versions of Clue. Now, this is directed by Casey Hushen, and you know what I would have liked? I would have liked it to have been a musical. Now, I know everything can't be a musical, and plays are wonderful, but to me, it was just like watching the movie in a way, but with less famous stars as the characters. But I mean, it would have been very hard to do it as a musical, I know. But I love a good musical. And then it could have turned into a 2-act. So here is the cast. Of course, some of these people are standbys and understudies or whatnot. But so look, it's not a huge cast. You've got Wadsworth, who's the butler. You've got Yvette, the maid. You've got the cook. And then you've got Colonel Mustard, Mrs. White, Mrs. Peacock, Mr. Green, Professor Plum, Miss Scarlet, and Mr. Body, and the cop. And then, of course, different people in the smaller roles play other parts, too. Now, this version has John Tracy Egan in it, who you'll remember, he did an off-Broadway version of Disaster, the Seth Rudetsky and Jack Plotnick show that was on Broadway. But he did it off-Broadway. He was also on Broadway in My Fair Lady, Casa Valentina, Nice Work, if you can get it. It just says nice work, ... Sister Act, The Little Mermaid, The Producers, Jekyll and Hyde, Bye Bye Birdie. So he's done a lot. So that was very exciting to see him. But the whole cast was wonderful. I don't think we had any understudies the night that I saw it. And yeah, it was all of this gang, I believe. Of course, we were so far up there in the balcony. I mean, we were way up there. I almost could touch the sky. That's how far up we were. But it's still very nice, and I always take my binoculars with me. Now, you know what's fun? Oh, where is it? Okay. They didn't have a poster for sale, but I did buy a magnet for my refrigerator. You know I have lots of theater magnets on there. Now the picture on here, of course, it's not the same cast, but you get the idea. It's the same characters. Clue, a new comedy. Well, I don't know how new it is. 75 years. And then this is the cutest thing. I bought Clue socks, and I've been waiting to take them out. Hold on one second. Okay, these were just so adorable, I couldn't resist them. They say Clue, a new comedy on it, and it has all the murder weapons on it, the rope and the wrench, all of it. And then it says dead right. I wonder if that's so that could go on the right foot. And then on the other one, well, it has the outline of a body. I didn't see that on this. Yeah, there's no outline of the body on here. Is that blood? But But yes, I just love the little outline of the body. And of course, the Clue logo is classic. It's on the board games, it's in the movie poster. What can you say? Clue is a fun evening. They'll get you in, they'll get you out really fast. And you know, while we were there, they were advertising their new 2024-25 season at the Amundsen Theater. And we're going to have Once Upon a Mattress with Sutton Foster coming. We've got Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends is coming. Life of Pi. Parade. Green Day's American Idiot. I didn't really like that. Fake It Till You Make It. Hamlet. I'll see some of those. But Clue. Yes, if you don't know, this says murder and blackmail are on the menu when 6 mysterious guests assemble at Body Manor for a night they'll never forget. Was it Mrs. Peacock in the study with the knife, or was it Colonel Mustard in the library with the wrench? Based on the fan favorite 1985 Paramount Pictures movie and inspired by the classic Hasbro board game, Clue is the ultimate whodunit and will leave you dying of laughter and keep you guessing until the final twist. And they do it the same way they do it in the movies. Oh! Blackie just walked on my gorgeous program. Yeah, it's just like in the movie. They do 3 different endings. So everything was just like the movie. That's why I was sort of like, I would kind of like it to be a little different in that there are songs. But that's fine. Now, let me tell you where it's going to be on tour. I used to type up all the tour cities and print them out, but nobody ever appreciates it, so I'm like, why am I going to so much work? You can go onto their website, just type Clue onto National Tour, and it'll come up. But they're in Washington, D.C., September 17th through October 6th at the Kennedy Center. Then on to Charlotte, North Carolina, October 8th through October 13th. This is a fun show to see for Halloween because it's murder. Then on to San Francisco, California at the Curran Theater. That's going to be October 22nd through the 27th. And then for Halloween, it will be in San Jose, California, October 29th through November 3rd at the San Jose Center for Performing Arts. Then on to Albuquerque, New Mexico, Tucson, Arizona, Boise, Idaho. You'll get all these on the website. It's going to be in Santa Barbara in time for Thanksgiving. This is just a 2-night run, November 26th through the 27th. Thousand Oaks, California, Sarasota, Florida, Huntsville, Alabama. This is already early January. Omaha, Nebraska, Austin, Texas. You can find all these yourself, but I'm just telling you, there are lots of opportunities to see this show across the country. Yes, Bloomington, Indiana, Lexington, Kentucky. Wouldn't it be fun to do a tour? Atlanta, Georgia, Detroit, Michigan. That's in February. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Chicago, Illinois. That's February 18th through March 2nd. Grand Rapids, Michigan. New Haven, Connecticut. Fort Worth, Texas. Peoria, Illinois, April 1st through the 2nd of 2025. I have friends there. And, of course, my musical is going to try and have a workshop there, or a reading, a staged reading, hopefully. What else? Worcester, Massachusetts, Wilmington, North Carolina, Schenectady, New York, Toledo, Ohio, and Madison, Wisconsin. That takes us all the way to the last posting of dates. That's at the Overture Center for the Arts, May 13th through the 18th of 2025. But all this is available for you to see at clueliveonstage.com. I do not own stock in this show. If only I did. Okay, so if you get a chance, go see Clue or watch the movie. That's fun too. Or play the game or buy the socks and wear them. I might wear them tomorrow or maybe even on my birthday. Okay, goodbye, everybody. I'll see you the next time that it's Christmas time.